Hello there, welcome back to Venice. So, unfortunately I couldn't actually find a way to fix this, but my game had been crashing for a couple of times, so I realized the fact might be that something in the game files themselves might be missing, and that would of course be kind of a troublesome thing. Apparently also the guys in charge of the army has been reset, so perhaps the save is actually working now, but I do doubt it because I'm pretty sure the house would have fired by then. What I might do here to test that instead then is actually just go ahead and try and set up another anti-pope. That could be an idea. Other than that, I'm a little bit sure what else I could do. We'll probably figure something out. What we will do, however, right now is just keep on the war with the Byzantine Empire. We're doing the Joe War for Sicily, and this guy just got another child, which is good. I'll still try to get up to 80 trade posts, and potentially then, once we get there, I might just abandon this game and we'll start a new one. Try to keep it proper. Ironman, kind of weird that this game actually crashed, but that's fine. It's an achievement series, so I was kind of expecting that we would have to start new games. Potentially we'll do the Stamford Bridge ones, the kind of, what should I say, the games you basically just can do more or less 1 or 2 achievements in, so to speak. We might do that instead, and see how that plays out. But for now, not really too much else, or too much we can do. With Andrea there, I think we can actually make 2 more trade posts, which is great. Let's just keep constructing trade posts and try to make this, well, work to our advantage. Not really too much else I can do here. As I said, I will try, I think, to create another anti-pope, but I still have to wait until I get a good candidate, per se. And this guy might actually well do it. So we're going to send him a gift, and then we're going to anti-pope him. And lower morale authority of the church. So it's painful for the church, but can't really say I care too much. This one, anti-pope's minus 30. I have no idea if I can actually add another anti-pope here. I don't think I can. At least not yet, so... But I didn't actually get the achievement set of an anti-pope, so I guess... Well, I'll allow the month to pass, and then we'll see if we declare war if something happens here. A lot of people are dying, at least, and apparently there, it looks like my preferred heir died. If I'm not completely mistaken there. Did he? Nope, he didn't, but he's in charge of the army here. No, he's not in charge of this army. Where the hell is he in charge of an army? Down here? He's in charge of this army? Huh. Well, it doesn't matter. We go to war against Rome, claim the papacy again. And apparently, as you can see, the game is definitely broken. What I might do here is set up another game for myself just to get the achievements, but I'll probably not record that. And then I'll create another game. We'll be doing, well, some more other achievements, basically. Probably, I don't know really. We'll do some other achievements, but we'll simply have to take it as it comes. So the question then is, should I rather continue this one, do some smaller achievements and play a game for myself afterwards to get the achievements, or should I simply, to some extent, restart and play from somewhere else? Basically, we could just call this the, how should I put this? We could potentially just call this the merchant side of the achievements done, because I have actually done them. No matter how weird it actually sounds, they are done, they are completed. So, give me some thoughts on that, what I actually should do. I'm a little bit unsure myself, so I definitely like some input here. Let's see, can I actually make an anti-pope of my... Yeah, I can actually make him into an anti-pope. We already control an anti-pope, so you can only have one anti-pope, which makes sense, I guess. But I'm going to put my guy, or my family here, in charge of the papacy. So, getting 2 anti-popes, I have no idea how you would actually pull that off. I have to check that. You probably have to set up 1 anti-pope, then die, take over another kingdom, another post of some description, potentially just go ahead and make yourself free from the kingdom, potentially set up another anti-pope, so you have 2. I'm a little bit unsure really how you'd actually handle that, but there's probably a way. So that's perfectly fine. Let's put my family here on charge of the papacy, which is kind of interesting here. My blood. That's the Pope. That works, I guess. And apparently here, then we had my kid here. Oh, she actually got a title, that's why! He skipped town. Well, then it suddenly makes sense. To some description. And my grandson is current heir, which is great. So, I'm going to continue this game for a little while, or should I actually just end it here? No, I'm going to try and get those 80 trade posts, and then I think we'll end this, give it a week rest for voting, and we'll see what we come up with. 25, 38, 48, 62, 76. I need 4 more posts. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, really. We'll see if I can pull it off or not. So, the right way, or the right off way. The port in Venetia is particularly busy today. You have decided to take a small trip on one of your family's galleys and have no intention of cancelling your plan. The captain skillfully guides the ship through the jumble of merchant vessels and toward the open sea. You nearly left the harbour area when another galley flying tribunal colours recklessly cut in front of you. The 2 galleys collided with the sound of splintering wood, but with the exception of several broken oars. There doesn't seem to be any serious damage to either ship. From deck of the tribunal galley, Duke Silvestro screams obscenities at you and accuses you of trying to ram his ship on purpose. He demands the right of way to leave the port before you do. That does it. Ready to ship for battle. Oh, let that fool go first. No. That does it. We'll ready the ship for battle and see what happens. Battle is joined. Ship is ready for battle and Duke Silvestro immediately responds in kind. Bowmen take up positions at railing and hails of flaming arrows are soon exchanged between the ships. Nearby merchant vessels hurry to distance themselves from duel, and as the furious battle continues, both galleys drift out of the harbour and fire to sea. The rigging of the tribunal galley has caught fire, but you have little time to celebrate this victory as your own ship is taken on water. A savage boarding action unfolds as both crews fight to escape the equally doomed ships. When the smoke settles, both galleys have slipped beneath the waves, and you and Silvestro are desperately clutching to the same piece of flotsam, shouting insult at each other. I hope you are happy now. As the only survivors of the battle, the 2 of you drift aimlessly on the sea. Well, days of toil and hardship. You drift at sea for what seems like days until you and Duke Silvestro are finally picked up by a passing galley. Your relief at being rescued is short-lived, however, when a grinning captain announces to his crew, looks like the spider just caught a couple of flies. To sound of cracking whips and a steady drumbeat, you and Silvestro are chained and put to work as oarsmen, along with the other slaves on the pirate galley. The hours pass in a haze as you toil at the oars, and you're nearly at the point of passing out when Silvestro shares his water ration with you. He receives a severe whipping for this, but as the guards are busy with him, you notice that one of the links in your rusty chains look ready to snap. The ship is passing close to shore, and you could probably make it. So long, fools. I could kill him, but I kind of needed him alive here. Didn't really want to kill him, simply didn't want to try and get some extra prestige. It's probably not the best of choices to actually leave him alive, but he kind of needs an heir, to be perfectly honest here. The tribunal family aren't really that many, so I kind of want him to live here. So I can't leave without Silvestro. You decide not to ban your former rival to the mercy of these pirates. The mutiny. Using your chain, you strangle the guard whipping Raffaello and break free. The rest of the slaves take this as a cue to lash out at any pirate within their reach, and the ensuing commotion give you enough time to sever Raffaello's chains with the fallen guard's scimitar. Together you work to free the rest of the slaves, and soon a full mutiny has broken out. Many slaves are cut down, but there are enough of them to overwhelm the pirates, and within moments only their injured captain is left alive. What now, you ask Raffaello, as you sail back towards Venetia. What now? Let me tell you what now. Raffaello says, we're even now. The feud between our families is no more. We've been through too much together. He offers you a hand in friendship. So I can either actually forgive them, and this actually gives quite a good boost here, or we can continue the rivalry. I think we'll end the rivalry, so be it, friend. We are no longer rivals, we are brothers in coin, to some extent. Guess that's the what we're saying. 30, 40. I'm 2 away now. Good. We're getting close to those 80 trade posts that we need. But I'm kind of pissed off here because the game is still acting like an Iron Man save. It saves at random intervals when itself wants to, like here. And it apparently doesn't actually care about anything at all, which is of course a little bit annoying. This is actually part of my martial training, so we're going to do that. It's not anything else. But yeah, I'll have to see how this works. Potentially, if the 80 trade posts thing actually fires, then we might do something else. Who am I actually plotting to kill here? Yeah, that guy who was going to inherit some land outside of my, well, borders, so to speak. So we are going to murder him. 25 or 25. Well, I need 2 more people and then we were happy. So, we'll see if we get those 2 other trade posts, and if we get them, things are going to to be nice here. We'll see how it plays out. Well, things just became a little bit more interesting. The voices in my head are telling me to do horrible things. I can't defy them. This means I'm currently now a lunatic, which opens up some very interesting, well, events. We'll see if we get any of them. This is kind of starting to get interesting. We're inheriting a lot of land in Europe, apparently. We have 3 here, another county here. So basically all my marriages to nobility is actually starting to pay off, to some degree. We'll see if we can continue with that. And I think I just became content. No, I am content. I've already been that, so not a surprise. We are going to continue with what we've been doing, however. We'll see if we can get that for those last few trade posts. We should be able to. Just have to push a little bit more than we are there. Well, this could be interesting. We have a independence war going here. And it's a big one, per se. Some counties in the north, but most of them are in the south. And of course my Jewish friend here has decided he also wants to, well, make hellfire rain down, so to speak. We're going to fight this war, and we're probably impressing everyone, take cash on capture. So I don't think it will be too much of a problem. It'll just take a little bit of time. My apologies, it'll just take a little bit of time. Shouldn't be anything to worry about, really. We'll see how it goes. This seems to be a little bit interesting, my dear liege. I was just approached by Princess Rada of Bulgaria, who tried to convince me to join her in a vile heresy. I hope you can convince her to see sense. I can either demand reconversion, let decide, or engage in her theological debate. Which could actually be interesting. I have no idea if this will actually convert me, but if it does, then that will mean marrying people to... Well, that was not exactly what I was hoping would happen. On their liege, your penetrating gaze can part even the thickest theological fog. I'm utterly convinced by your learned arguments. Rest assured that I will never stray again. Your grateful sister-in-law, Princess Rada. So what I was actually hoping was that would be a way for me to actually be converted myself to Orthodox. But apparently I was completely mistaken because I converted her. Would have liked a warning that would actually happen, because if not, I'd probably just let it slide. But I do have 2 wonderful candidates now to be Sovereign Doge. First of all, we have this guy, who's actually starting to get kind of old. And second of all, we have the head of the council. That's the attractive genius, and he also has a good set of stats as well. So he's a genius, diplomatical genius, really. And that is a lot of help. So why the hell did this thing just suddenly... Oh! You think you can... How the hell did he just become free? That makes no goddamn sense at all. He suddenly became free. Huh. Weird. Well, it doesn't really matter. I'll see to this. I'll deploy the fleet, and now we'll have vengeance. A lot of it. So yeah, I'll get this done, and then we'll see what happens. So, the Independence War is virtually over here, which is great. And everyone is imprisoned again, which is probably not so great. But I have better news here. 16, 32, 42, 55, and 80. I have 80 trade posts now in my empire, and the achievement still didn't fire. So I'm pretty sure that this is a broken achievement game, which is hilariously annoying, no matter how you slice it. So I'll give you the choice here. Should I continue on the Venice game? I've basically done everything, or most of the things that you can do as a Republic. The only challenge really I had to me right now would be the Caliph here. Shia Caliph, to be perfectly honest, which could actually make it a little bit of an interesting picture here. And also, of course, Carpathia is interesting to see, but other than that, I don't really see too much use of this game. I guess you could say that this will be the merchant part, as I said. The only thing I didn't do was get 20,000 ducats, but all I really had to do there was not assassinate and not waste cash on handing it over to the other houses. I'm basically sure if you add that together, it's more than 20,000, so that's fine. But I did get to do what I wanted as Venice itself. I got the family palace fully upgraded and everything else. I got the 80 trade posts, and I did get a couple of other things done as well. But what I think we'll do here is probably start a new game. Either as a Norse ruler, in an attempt to first of all sacrifice the religious head of either Catholic, these guys. Possibly might even go for a Caliph here, or Sultan, depending on what we can actually get our hands to on. Another Sultan there. Where's the Sunny Caliph. Well, it doesn't really matter. As I said, I will definitely just try to get our hands on whatever religious head we can and sacrifice them. The easiest, of course, you start at the Byzantines and get the head, then educated or imprison the Ecumenian Patriarch, get your heir elected by, or educated by a Varangian, and then just end it that way, but I don't really want to. So, I'll probably start as a Norse again. We'll have to try to do an entire playthrough again. I'll probably convert and put this game in the save game if you guys want to play it in the full. I'll probably do it both as a both as Crusader Kings 2 file, but also the EU4 file, so you guys can actually play it if you want to yourselves. But this is probably the end of this. But tell me what you think. Should I start a new game? It'll be basically the same achievement series. I'll probably just call the part after this Norse Beginning or something like that if I start out as a Norse. Probably call it Norman Conquest of England if I go for 1053 achievement, something like that. But yeah, just tell me your thoughts. The plan with this achievement series is basically to do all the achievements, and that will be the goal. I'll probably add the achievement series playlist and put the parts where I set up a new save. I'm probably going to place those in the top, just to make it a little bit more sensible to some degree. But yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how it plays out. Thank you for watching so far, at least, and please come with your viewpoints on this, basically, and then we'll see what we figure out here. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time, no matter what I actually end up doing. Bye.